Hey guys, Dr. Charlie here. I want to give you a little soul bite today. I had a phone call the other day and somebody said, how do I know if I'm operating out of a soul wound? What behaviors should I be looking for? And I thought, oh gosh, it depends on the wound. And so I want to give you an example of the time that I operated out of a soul wound. I would like to preface this story with I am not proud of myself, and I have come a long way. This was many years ago. But so here's my total transparency. So there was someone in my life that was very abrasive and very demanding. And when they wanted my attention, that person would whistle at me like a dog, like full on, loud, piercing whistle, just like that person called their dog. And it was humiliating for me. I experienced it in public and in private. And it just so happened that person was a relative and was also in my children's lives. I removed myself from being in regular contact with that person and thought that all of that was behind me. Paul says in the New Testament, I do the things which I do not want to do. I want to preface that I was like Paul in this moment. So I had 3 small children, and we are at a department store here in East Texas, and we're shopping for Easter clothes. Easter, y'all. I was getting ready to go to church, okay? I was getting ready to go to church. And I have 2 boys and a daughter with me. And the daughter is older, and so she's off shopping for clothes by herself. The boys, I'm helping them. They're smaller. They're younger. My daughter found an Easter dress that she wanted, but she could not get my attention. And she's not even that far from me, okay? But she was afraid that if she took the garment too far from the department, she would get in trouble. So she's wanting my attention, and she's wanting me to come over to the girls' department, which is right next to the boys' department. And all of a sudden, across the store, across the departments, I hear the exact same whistle that I had heard so many times. That shrill whistle that this individual would call their dog with and call me with and get my attention with. And I went from that sweet little Bible mama who's going to take her kids to church on Easter Sunday to a completely different person. And I yanked that girl up, and I'm not proud, but I spanked her. I spanked her all the way out of the store. No, I did not beat her. She was not bruised, nothing like that. Her ego was. But I didn't even realize what I was doing. Now, we get in the van, and we head home. Like, I didn't buy anything. I was so upset. And all the way home, she's crying. All the way home, I'm trying to calm down, and I'm analyzing what just happened. And I reacted so quickly and in a behavior I never wanted to act in towards my child. Had she done something wrong? It was probably disrespectful, and I should have corrected her on that, but I shouldn't have corrected her the way that I did. And I just fought with myself all the way home. And then we got home, and I sent her to her room. I got the boys settled somewhere doing something, and I went to her room, and I knelt down beside her bed, and I told her I was sorry, and I asked for her forgiveness, and I told her I loved her, and I explained that it had hurt me when she called like that, but that didn't excuse my behavior. I should not have reacted like I did, and just that I loved her, and let's just not do that anymore. And we worked it out. I thought this was finished. I recognized my bad behavior. We moved on, I thought. And then a couple of years later, here we are getting ready for the Good Bible Mama to take her children Easter shopping. And lo and behold, we are in the same exact department store. And this time, there's a reversal of the situation. I am in the girls' department with my daughter, next to the boys' department. And the boys are looking, because they hate to shop, they're probably just going to pick anything that they think would pass mom's opinion or mom's choice, and then they'll go on. But the boys want to get my attention, and I'm with the daughter. And all of a sudden, across the store, you guessed it, the dog whistle. And it's loud, y'all. I'm not over exaggerating. This is a humiliating moment. Like, it's loud. And I was like, and it went all over me, and I started to react the same way. And all of a sudden, I felt my daughter put her hand on my arm and say, "Mom, I've got this." And she went over to the boys, and she's like, bah, 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 you know, and tell them, "You do not do that." I can't hear the words, but I can see her hand motions. And she's going, "You never do that to Mom. You never ever whistle at Mom. That is a very bad choice. Your life depends on it. Don't ever do that to Mom." I was really glad she handled that. But I remembered in that moment those same emotions that came up. And I kind of laugh about it now. I would like to tell you that they all lived. They're all adults now. They're healthy, functioning, beautiful men and women. But that was on me. That was from a place of humiliation and shame that I had experienced. It had caused a wound. And when my children did the same thing to me, I reacted out of the wound. I didn't react like the God-fearing, Bible-reading mama that I wanted to be. I reacted out of the wound. And we do that so often as Christians. We react out of a wound. And then when we step back and look at the situation, we think, why did I do that? What came over me? What is my problem? I would like to suggest to you that you probably have a soul wound, and it's easy to address. If you would like more information on how to address your soul wounds, I encourage you to get The Wounded Warrior. It's a book on our website at active-faith.org. You can go into our shop. The Wounded Warrior is there. It's also on Audible, an ebook on Amazon. I just think that we all, as the body of believers, we need to address our wounds and be healed so that we can act from a place of love in all situations, even embarrassing ones. I hope this has helped you. I hope it has made you laugh. I hope it has made you realize how transparent I am, and that I too have overcome bad behaviors from the past. And I hope it blesses you. This is Dr. Charli with a Soul Bite.